Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be making this beautiful rose design. So if you're interested in this, definitely watch till the end. Begin. This is the fabric I'm going to be using to make this rose or this flower, depends on what you want to call it. Okay, so it's measured 6 inches in width and very long in length. Okay, so I didn't measure this depends on how big you want your flower to be. It depends on how big you want the round to be. Okay, mine is not going to be too big, so that is why I have limited length of fabric. So if yours is going to be very big, that means you should do as long as it's going to be enough for you. All right, so the first we are going to do is to press this. We are going to use our iron to fold it into two. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now and press. At this point, after you are done ironing, you are ready to start attaching it to your actual fabric if you are not making a detachable rose. But if you are making a detachable rose, then you have to cut another fabric. Okay, so I folded this into two because I want to cut both the lining and the fabric together, because we are supposed to line it, right? So at this point now you have to determine the size of your rose. Mine, like I said before, is a very small rose, so I'm just going to cut a circular form, something really small. So this is the size of my rose. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead on my sewing machine now and turn this round, leaving a small space where I'm going to be turning it from inside out. Okay, so after I'm done doing that, I'm going to press this and I'm going to show us how we are going to go ahead to start pleating our rose around this fabric. Looks like after we are done, this my circle is not a perfect circle, so when you're making yours, endeavor you get a perfect circle. Okay, so this is what it looks like. After turning it, I went ahead to bring it out, turn it inside out, and then press it. Okay, so the next I'm going to do is to make the circle. Okay, so on top of this line that we are now drawing is where we are going to be sewing each line. Right, so we are going to make sure that we are getting each line, and then we are going to stop at the center here. All right, like I said, the size of the circle is depending on the size of the flower that you want to make. Okay, so I'll go over to my sewing machine now and I'll start sewing. While I'm sewing, I'm going to be making a small pleat. Okay, so I'm going to be making a small pleat while sewing across each line. Okay, when I get to the end, I'm going to enter the next line without cutting it. Let's assume that this is the end. I'm going to enter this line without cutting it. Okay, so I'm going to go around, I'm going to sew it around, and when we come back, I'm going to show you what we have. This is what it looks like. Okay, this is what the back look like, and this is what the front look like. So you can actually use anything like a stone to design the center and make it more beautiful. Okay, so this is what it looks like when I was done. All right, so if you look at this, you're going to see that it's not so full. That's because I have limited length of fabric. So if you want to achieve a more fuller look, you can just go ahead and pleat it a little more when you are making yours. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's so simple, guys. You can then attach this to any place you want to attach it. Okay, so that's all for it, guys. Please hit the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we drop a video like this. See you guys next time. Bye.